Everybody. So this video I'm going to start setting up a new sort of junk journal, sort of sketchbook, sort of something, I don't really know. But basically I'm going to just start this journal. Got this old random notebook from my granny. Has a significant amount of pages ripped out, which is good because I'm probably going to be sticking things back in it anyway. I'm probably going to keep her writing here. Even though she'd think that was ridiculous, I'm going to keep it in. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of start sticking things in. So I thought I'd film it and sort of take you along with me while I do that. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet, like I said, but because my theme for June for Patreon was sort of brownie badges or guide badges or scout badges or whatever you want to call them, most of the junk journal is going to be sort of around that kind of theme. Sort of outdoorsy, sort of, not achievements, but like doing tasks and recording it and stuff like that. So yeah, I've kind of just spread out on the table in front of me some of the things I'm going to use. So obviously I have the notebook, which I'm probably just going to start off with decorating the front. I've got this random piece of paper which came out of... Well, it came out of my grand's attic because that's where all my old stuff was. I had a big bag of wrapping paper and I pulled this out and I like it. And I have a feeling it's probably... Do you know what? I don't know. I have no idea where it's from. It looks quite like an old style painting. It looks a bit like medieval illumination, but I have no idea if anybody has any clue. But yeah, it's just modern wrapping paper. Definitely modern paper. And I quite like it. It reminds me of being in a wood and all the leaves on the floor, sort of the starting to rot leaves, and but with these nice bright flowers on the top. Anyway, I like it. It's outdoorsy, so I'm probably going to use some of that. I've obviously got my two... I'm not going to use these on the journal, I think. I'm going to actually keep these for myself, but I might photograph them or copy them and make them into stickers for my journal, my two fabric brownie patches that I have. I may well be getting more, and I'll keep you updated if I do. I've got my Pinterest inspiration that I'm using for my Patreon this month, so I might stick those in here. I might actually do my sketches for this month in here, actually. Haven't decided yet, but probably going to pop those in. I wasn't going to cut this brownie annual up that I got, because it's part of my theme, but then I was looking at it and there's actually a few things in here that I would quite like to use, so some of that might be going in. This one I don't know if I want to cut it up because it's quite fun the way it sort of shows you all of the achievements and what you can do to get your brownie badge for that thing. I'd quite like to do them all, so I don't want to cut this up. I'm probably just going to keep this. This is sort of a reference. I might keep it with this journal when it's finished, sort of like a project, this and the journal to go with it. That's something I might be doing. I may end up photocopying things from here or copying it, I don't know. But that's probably not going to be cut up. I don't really have that much washi tape these days, to be honest. I've got a few here that I picked because they're sort of outdoorsy, sort of naturey themed. I have my whole folder. That's not a folder, it's a traveller's notebook full of my own stickers plus other stickers that I've got. So every month on Patreon I make 4 A4 sheets of digital illustrations, which I then turn into stickers, and I don't use them up every month. I always have loads left over. So this is all my stuff that you get on Patreon. There's always tons left over, so I always shove the excess in here, but there's quite a few things in here that I would quite like to use for this journal, because I do quite sort of outdoorsy type illustrations and things like that. There's lots of nice labels that I haven't used for anything yet, so perhaps I can use those, more sort of like floral natural things. Oh, these are Erin Ware's butterflies, so I'm going to definitely use those in this journal. Yeah, so plenty of stuff in here I can use. Oh, there's a bit more washi tape. So that goes like that. What else? I don't have all that much stuff, having moved from Japan to the UK with basically nothing, the bare minimum, which is fine because I don't like having lots of stuff. It sort of overwhelms me and I end up not using it, and then it feels a bit like a waste. So I like to keep my stash pretty minimal. That's through necessity as well as choice though, to be fair. Simone very kindly sent me this little package of hope. So it's from Brandy Kincaid. It is, what is it called? Extravagant Hope. She sent it to me. She sort of got a gift package, I think. I don't know. Anyway, she sent it to me. So thank you very much, Simone, if you're watching. So I just had a quick look through this. Finally treated myself to sit down and open it. And there's a few things in here I'd quite like to use. Like this label would look very nice. This sticker, and I really liked this postcard, Don't Weed Out All Your Wildness, because I feel like I was a very wild child, and then I tamed myself, and kind of wish I hadn't really, but never mind. Yeah, so there's some nice things in here that I might use, so that I'm probably going to use some bits from there. What else? So thank you again if you're watching, Simone. Super appreciate it. It was really nice of you to receive some posts after we moved. So that's kind of all I've got at the moment. But obviously I might use this for designing. I might use this for drawing things for my Patreon. I might use this for making notes on certain things. I may use it as a sort of a badge collection book. I had this idea of sort of setting myself up a task, like something I want to do, and saying if I do this, this and this, I can award myself a badge, which is basically going to be a sticker. So I thought perhaps I could use this to sort of record, like document what I'm doing. So I had this like really random burning wish to do a campfire. I haven't done a campfire since I was a kid. Like I've done barbecues and things. I'd quite like to cook outside. I'd quite like to kind of do more barbecuing, things like that. I want to camp in a tent, you know, all these things. And I'm really nervous about doing them. Don't ask me why. I think it's because I'm going to be taking my son, and that extra responsibility makes me a little bit more nervous. But I was thinking to myself, if I if I rewarded myself with a badge or a sticker, I might, I don't know, I might be less scared. So, because stickers make me less scared, apparently. But yeah, and I thought I would look through this. There's a few of these badges I would like to earn, like this one, Thrift, Girl Guides Thrift. So I could sort of set myself some saving goals, and then once I got to those saving goals, I could do the badge. That's the idea. Pathfinder, perhaps if I I've been looking at the sort of the local, what are they called? They're like public footpaths on like the national network of public footpaths here in the UK, so you can go hiking on them and stuff. I thought maybe if I completed a sort of a hiking route, I could give myself a badge for that. I don't know. Just a sort of a random idea I'm thinking about at the moment, which probably sounds a bit odd, but there we go. So yeah, I'm just going to have a play around today with the cover, I think, and maybe stick a few random things in and sort of get started on this. So I'm going to film it, and I hope you enjoy. So I'm sorry that I cut off the very bottom of that footage while I was filming that, but this is what it looks like. So I've completed the cover. and I'm really happy with that actually. I think it's really cute. I do have a tendency to sort of overdo things and stick too many things on, but I really like it. So you probably, I mean, I'd filmed it in hyperlapse, so it was super fast so that you weren't sat there bored to tears watching me agonising over decisions, because I really did agonise over the tiniest things. But hopefully it looks nice. Well, I'm happy with it, so that's job done as far as I'm concerned. So I put the leafy background down because I wanted to have like a background of leaves like you would on a woodland floor. And I've used a lot of my own sort of designs from over the past year or so. Some bits of my absolute favourite washi tape of all time. What was that one? It's by an artist called Alain something. I've forgotten his name now. If I remember it, I'll put it on the screen. It's this one here. Lots of little illustrations, basically. They were really cute. And then I've got one of Erin's butterflies on here. Took ages trying to decide over that one. I stuck this one down because I don't know where this one's from. I will check on Pinterest. But I wanted to get at least some badges on the front. But I didn't feel comfortable doing something that looked like somebody else's hard work. Like somebody's obviously gone to great effort here to hand sew all their own little badges and stuff. I didn't feel comfortable putting it on the cover because it feels a bit unfair to put it on there and then not credit. So I should probably find out who that is, who's done that one or what that's from, because it doesn't look like normal brownie badges, so I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll find out. But yeah, and then I used one of my, this is actually a sort of a label I made for last Christmas, but I liked how it looked on here because the blue sort of matched the blue here. And then I used this, whatchamacallit, what are they called? Dymo, because my mum has a Dymo. And because they probably came about when I was young, I'm pretty sure, they're from my sort of childhood eras when they first came out, and we used to stick them on our mixtapes and all sorts of things. I thought that was quite good, and I've called it a badge book. And I put 2022 on there. I did that about whether to put the date on because I have a habit of not finishing things. But I thought what I'll do is I'll stick 2022 on, and then if I end up doing it next year as well, I can just stick another 2023 underneath. So, because of the space. So yeah, I've called it the badge book because I'm probably going to like give myself badges for doing things. And it's probably going to be sort of like a crafty, outdoorsy, girl guidey theme. So, so yeah, that's how it looks. That is my new sort of junk journal scrapbook. And I've got tons of stuff all over the page, all over the desk that I haven't used. So I'm going to sort of gather that up. And some of it I'm going to stick on the inside pages. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep it with the journal because it's all stuff that I want to use in this journal specifically. And then it's just to get started on the pages. Okay, so there wasn't too much footage of me actually doing the pages, but I'm just showing you now a sort of a slow flip through of everything once it's all done. So I stuck one of my business cards in at the front because I was too lazy to write out my name and also because I have a load spare left over, and I'd used the This Annual Belongs To pulled out from that brownie annual behind it, so I thought that was quite fun. So I then stuck in the pen test. I decided to keep it because it's quite good to have for reference, and that's the first thing I did on the paper in this journal. And I've just kept it tucked in behind that piece of card that I stuck on. Using up a load of my supplies, really. As I said, things from my stash. This is actually pulled out from the journal, so it's a little picture of a brownie taking notes on bird watching. There's loads of pieces of that brown pattern paper throughout. I'm wondering if it's William Morris. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, yeah, just page by page. I just tried to put a little bit of something on each spread, so not necessarily each side, but on each spread, just as a sort of a beginner. So there's something on each spread at least when I come to start filling that one in. I really enjoyed using Erin Ware's butterflies, so do check the link below to see her printables that are available. Yeah, and just like a mixture of all sorts of things really.
Some of the illustrations, like that basket there, are by the illustrator Sayaka Sugiura, who is a Japanese illustrator. So I'll also leave her link down below. That little boy there sunbathing is also one of hers. Yeah, so kind of a mixture of mine and a few other people's artwork in here, and some random things from Pinterest that kind of went along with my theme for badges. So I really enjoy just doing this kind of amount of decoration on each page, because I don't really know what I'm going to use each page for at this point. But I just like to have something on there so that it's not a completely intimidating white page. So I wouldn't necessarily call this a junk journal, actually. It's probably more of an art journal, or like a sketchbook, like an explorative sketchbook, because I'm going to be using it kind of for one theme, as I mentioned, the sort of like badge collecting, and sort of getting outdoors and doing more sort of outdoorsy activities. So I know roughly the theme of the book is going to be that, but as for what goes in each page, I don't really know. So I will keep you updated on this. I probably won't do another specific video, like a specific video for this book, but it will be popping up in my studio vlogs. So do check the studio vlogs out, or keep an eye out for them. Yeah, if you're following me, they'll obviously come up on your subscriptions. So keep an eye out for those. So yeah, I don't think there's all that much else I can say about this. I'll just let you look through the rest of the pages, and I'll be back at the end to say bye-bye. So that's it from me. I really hope you enjoyed looking through this new journal with me. I'm really excited about using it, and as I said, it'll be popping up again in vlogs and things like that. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Big thank you to my Patreons. Big thank you to anybody who is following me, subscribed on YouTube, or following me on Instagram. Do say hello. I always like to have a hello, and I love to say hello back. And I will speak to you soon. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.